In this video, you will become aware and learn how to build. I will help you learn how to build a certainty that you deserve, that you are worthy, and confidence in a higher power. I don't care how you call it. I call it universe. I call it higher power. I call it, I don't care what label you put on it. But I will help you to build certainty on this. And this will help you build on the 8th layer of your foundation. Okay? When this will become stable, it will help you sustain everything else. It will help you sustain the next layer of your foundation. And it will help you become unstoppable. Welcome to this incredible journey. My name is Gabriel. I'm your trainer today, and I want you to know that I believe in you. I believe in your potential. I believe you can do anything. I believe that any desire or dream that you have is possible for you. If you want to know more about me or about the program here that we are doing, you have a link below that will take you to a video which will explain everything about it. Also, I prepared and created a tool for you, a very powerful tool that will help you rewire and reprogram your mind in a very powerful, positive way. A tool that will be available to you anytime. For that, there is also a link below. And I want you, please relax. There are no money involved. Everything is free and it will stay free. Now let's get into the subject. So the 8th layer of your foundation is about building a certainty, not a belief, a certainty that you deserve, that you are worthy. How can you do that? Well, there are a few stages before that. First, you've got to believe. But you have to know that when you believe something, just believe something, it's 50-50. 50 is believe and the other side of the coin is doubt. Okay, so when you believe, become aware that it's not all it is. Half of it is doubt. Then, when you practice, when you start to understand, when you start an introspection, when you start to research things about you, you will gain confidence. And then when you apply those things into your life and you see the results, when you apply whatever we learned so far and what we will learn, you will know with all your being, you will become certain that everything that you want, you deserve. You are worthy. So how do you build this? First, through understanding. Through intellectual understanding. You cannot go further than that. The first thing is the intellectual understanding. You have to study. I will tell you a few things about you, but you have to study. You have to research this. One of the things that really influenced my life and that brought me here was a quote, Know thyself, and you will know the universe and the gods. And I was curious about it. I knew that those people who put that quote there, whether Plato or Socrates or whoever put it, because they don't really know where it come from, the origin, they knew something about that. So I was curious, what is about me that if I research, if I go inside me, if I search on me, if I know myself, how come I know the universe and the gods? And so I start researching, and I've listened to every tape I could find. I've listened to every program that I could find, to every documentary, and I read all the books. So I gain an intellectual knowledge about this. And it was very funny, because when I started to gain this intellectual knowledge, I started to become aware of a pattern. You know, everybody refers at this pattern, at this particular thing, as the Big Bang, the forming of the universe. And I could see that pattern in me, okay? At the moment of my conception, at the moment of your conception, it was just a little tiny bit of protoplasm, just a dot, you know, like in Big Bang. They said it was first was a dot, you know, with infinite density and infinite potential, okay? That's the same with you and me. At first what we were, a dot. You can put on a needle thousands of them, okay? So it was so little, and from that little dot, here I am. you know, everything was in there. Everything, every aspect of my life, every aspect of me, at every stage, with every possible decision that I could make, it was there in that dot, you know. And that is amazing for me, because if you ask a physicist and you ask to research the dot, and they go with a very, very powerful microscope, eventually they will go to a place where there is nothingness. There are just fluctuations of energy and information. That's all there is. And those frequencies, those fluctuations of energy and information give rise to me, or to you, or to anything that you can see in nature, to all life that you can see in nature. Everything started from a dot. That means if the Big Bang started from a dot and become a universe, that means I am a universe and you are an entire universe. And that's pretty much the truth, because if you research a little bit and you understand, you look for things that compose your body, you will figure it out somehow that you are not an individual. You are a colony of individuals. There are between 50 and 100 trillion cells that form your body, and only just a small percentage of them contain human DNA. The others are different organisms, different beings that cooperate together and form this universe. But that universe was formed on a pattern of consciousness and intelligence and intelligent information. It didn't form random. You can't bring trillions and trillions of cells to cooperate in harmony together to become you. You can't do that possibly randomly, okay? So it was a design for you. It was a pre-design for you. Of course, some of your characteristics comes from your ancestors, come from your father, comes from evolutions, for a certain type of evolution. But you are a unique individual, absolutely unique, and there is nobody in this whole universe that is just like you. Nobody. And there is no cell in nobody else on the face of the earth that is like one of your cells, any of your cells. And every cell is a universe. You are a universe. And you are, for yourselves, for your, imagine that in one cell there are thousands and thousands and thousands of individuals performing stuff there, within the cell. So for one of those individuals, you are more than a galaxy. You are a universe, an entire universe. What does that mean? It means for me that if the Creator or the universe, the intelligent universe, or God, or whoever whatever label you put on it, if it took this effort to bring you here into existence, to create an infinite number of possible realities for you, that means you deserve. And there is another theory that says, because the only moment of existence is now, is the present moment, if you exist now in the present moment, you always existed and you will always exist in one form or another. At some time you will leave this avatar, because that's all it is. It's an avatar. It's a vehicle. Okay? You will leave, like any of your cells leave this universe. Okay? That doesn't mean they disappear. They just leave it and change it into something else and something else. You know that every single second you lose 10 million cells. 10 million cells every single second, and every single second you make 10 million cells. That is incredible. It's incredible that now you can eat an apple, and in a few hours that apple become you. Okay, isn't that great? Isn't that incredible? And that power that goes through you wants everything for you. It doesn't happen to you, it was happened for you. Nothing happens to you, everything happens for you. Every second, because all you are. If you research your palm of your hand with the most powerful microscope you have, you will eventually find that there is nothing there. There is an empty space. 99.9999999% of your body is empty space, and the 0.11111% of your body are just fluctuations of energy and information. And this reality and this body is a perception of the real you. The real you created this avatar out of energy to perceive itself and to experience a world. There is a science called the Kabbalah that explains really clear why this happens. Really clear. Why are you here? And what is the purpose of this? And probably sometimes we'll talk about this. But right now I want you to become aware, first of all, that the probability, what's the probability for you to exist, to be born in this world? You know the probability to win the lottery? I am from Romania, so in Romania the probability to win the lottery is 1 in 14 million. 1 in 14 million. Well, that's a small probability, isn't it? And probably in other countries, bigger countries, is bigger, the number is bigger, but still it's a big number, 1 in 14 million. pretty big number. So do you know what is the probability for you to come into this existence? First of all, I researched this and I heard about this from Mel Robbins. She said that is 1 in 400 trillion. 1 in 400 trillion. But I knew somehow that it's something wrong with that. Somehow, I don't know, I had a hunch and I researched further. And there are some people that had enough computing power and enough time and probably money that they went further and make a different, more profound calculation about this. And you know what the result was from that? The result was 1 in 10 followed by 3,800,500 zeros. 1 in 10 followed by 3,500,000 zeros. So if you want to compare this with something, the number of the atoms in the entire universe is 1 10 followed by 80 zeros. 80 zeros. Okay? Compare that if you can. So the probability for you to be here, it's almost zero. And if this existence, this power brought you here, it brought you here with a purpose. And it brought you here. No, I don't care who you are. I don't care what your situation is. I don't care what your parents were. I don't care what happens to you or didn't happen to you. I don't care anything about that, of your social status and that. All I care is that you are here. And because you are here, I know that you deserve to be here and that you have greatness within you, that you have light within you, that you have a purpose for this life. You just have to discover what is that purpose. That's all. It's not a matter of deserving. I've seen a lot of people that is their strongest belief. And when somebody gives him something, he believes that he doesn't deserve, he refuses. We don't know how to receive, how to take. We feel unworthy of something. We feel unworthy of being here. We feel we are not leaders. Of course you are a leader. Of course you are already a champion. I will give you just an idea of that probability. It's one piece of sperm, one that created your primordial cell. Okay, one that won the competition out of about 350 million. 1 in 350 million, only one got there. Okay, and that one is you. If it was another one, it was your brother. So it wasn't you. That unique one that went there and won the competition, it's you. So you already won the competition. You are already a champion, because there is nowhere on this planet a competition with 350 million people. Imagine what you will compete with 350 million people and you will be on the first place. Yeah, you are on the first place, and you are born a leader because you lead your body. You lead trillions and trillions and trillions of individuals. You have that capacity within you. Some of the things that happen below your conscious mind, and that's good, because with the attitude that we have, it will be within our consciousness to manipulate all those cells, to place orders, to do billions of tasks per second. We will be dead in an instant. we will disintegrate. So I am sure glad I don't have access to that. Nevertheless, I know it is there. I know it is me who is doing that. And I believe I'm worthy. And I believe because you are here, you are worthy. And I believe because you are listening to those things, you are on the same frequency, or you want to go a lot further. Okay? I know you want to evolve. I know you want to be certain about something in your life. Now, the question of the day. I prepare a question for you today. Besides what we are talking about now, about you and me and as individuals, besides that, what do you think is unique about you? What do you think is unique about you? Stay somewhere and reflect on that. Think on that. What do you think is unique about you? And what do you think is the purpose for you to be here? Because I am promising you, if you discover that purpose and you follow that purpose, not only you will be happy, you will make happy this universe. You will make happy this creation. Okay? Because that's why this creation put you here. Okay? To fulfill your destiny, to fulfill your potential, to reach your highest potential. Well, it might not seem like an easy thing to do, but I know you can do it. I believe in you and I know you can do it. Not only that I know you can do it, I know that when you start doing it, it might seem not so easy, but as you do it, it will become easier and easier and easier until we'll become unconscious, like all the other programs. It will go unconscious toward what you want. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to reach you at the next lesson, which will be the last layer of our foundation and is about growth. Keep growing. Until then, I wish you all the best. Thank you and God bless you.